so scared.
Oh my gosh, what in the world?
Whoa, look at these LED screens. This is insane. We look so cool. Here's the thing. This is our brand new middle school service on our YouTube channel, Students United, which you probably know because you're literally on it right now. Here's the thing. We are a church of many locations. My name is Jake Veda. I'm the student pastor here at EastLake Church. And we have so many locations, but I'm going to tell all of them to you right now because I memorized them. Okay, first, the ones in Mexico, Zona Rio. The next is Playas. I don't know Spanish. I don't know if that. Anyways, we're going to keep going. We have Imperial Beach. Then we have Chula Vista. And then we have Torrey Pines. We have Salt Lake City up in Utah. And then lastly, Venice in LA. But before we get into anything else, what I really need you to do is to obliterate the like button. Like straight obliterate it. Like keep liking it so many times, just make sure it's an even amount of time so it actually ends up being a like. But then also comment, share, do all of the stuff for the YouTube algorithm because this helps us get in front of more middle schoolers just like you. So the first segment that we are getting into is called 8 hobbies that we need to all have during quarantine. So let's jump right in to the first hobby. It is this pick up your recorder. Here's the thing. I think we all have a recorder that we had in 4th grade that we actually haven't used for the last 6 years. Now's a great time to get it, play your version of Hot Cross Buns and impress that girl via Zoom. Why not? Now is the time. Let's go to number 2, get quarantined. I don't know if you've seen Adele recently, but that girl's lost so much weight. She looks like a different person. I swear, she went into quarantine and she started doing 1,000 push-ups a day. Because of course, that's how you get fit, I think. All right, hobby 3 is this, make a tie-dye hoodie. I did this once and it looked like colorful vomit and I never wore it, but maybe you can impress me with your version of it. So if you have done this, put it in the comments below and I would love to see your tie-dye hoodie. Hobby 4 is watch the MJ documentary. I've been watching this and to be honest, the only reason is because this is the closest I can get to actual real sports. So there you go. All right, let's go to hobby number 5, and that is make pancake cereal. Can you tell me that does not look aesthetically pleasing? I really want to create this. I have no idea how. Again, in the comments, if you can show me how, I would love to actually make this literally tomorrow morning. Okay, next hobby is play season 5 of Apex Legends. I honestly have no idea what that means. I'm not really into video games that much, but some of you are, and I think one of the characters' name is Loba. And Loba, if you know a friend named Loba, I really need you to comment down below because I would love to meet someone named Loba. These video game names are very, very peculiar. Anyways, let's go to hobby 7, and that is just don't be Karen. Whatever you do, don't be Karen. If you don't know, Karen is a metaphor for a middle-aged woman who is maybe a little too overbearing. So whatever you do during quarantine, this is something not to do. Don't be Karen. All right, let's move on to the last hobby that we have. Find your new style. Get corn cheek. Corn cheek? Is that? I think it's corn cheek. Get corn cheek. In other words, you find your new fashion, For me, this is my new shirt. I've had it for 6 months. I call this a new shirt because I don't get shirts that often. But get corn cheek, impress someone, wake up, get your new outfit on, and then don't actually impress anybody because you are in quarantine. Anyways, those are the 8 hobbies that we need to all get into during quarantine.
Alrighty guys, welcome to the next part of our service. My name is Yasmin.
I'm Fabian.
And we are going to start our Wheel of Destiny. So the way that this works is that you will see a bunch of names of our students on the Wheel of Destiny.
Names.
So the way that it works is that a name will be chosen on the Wheel of Destiny.
Yep.
And if your name gets chosen, you will actually win a Pastor's Eats. Ooh. And you might be wondering, what is a Pastor's Eats?
Lay it on them.
It's kind of like Uber Eats, but your pastor delivers food for you. So this week, we are going to be delivering Chipotle to you. So it doesn't matter what campus you are from, you are going to be able to win if your name gets chosen on the Wheel of Destiny.
That's true.
But there is a catch. A name will be chosen.
Yeah, it will.
But Fabian has to complete a challenge in order for you to actually win.
I didn't agree to
So you're
that.
not guaranteed to win unless Fabian does the challenge. So
I never
Fabian,
agreed to this. What?
are you ready to find out what you have to eat?
I don't think I love these kids that much.
Okay, let me pull it. Okay.
What?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
Here, I have 3 different flavors of crickets. So Fabian has to taste test all of these crickets, and you have to have more than 5 in your mouth. So just to let you know. He has to eat all 3 of them. So that's 15 crickets, 3 different flavors. Here, I believe we have, what flavor is this? So we got salt and vinegar. We have bacon and cheese. I love me some bacon. And then we have sour cream and onion. I love sour cream and onion Pringles, so I hope this tastes like that for your benefit. But we are going to put the Wheel of Destiny on the screen. Are you ready to see the name?
No.
All right. Are you excited? Well, you should be excited, Fabian, because this is going to be awesome. Okay. We're going to spin it.
This is what we do for fun now.
Yep, we are just going to spin it. All right, on your mark, get set. Let's spin the Wheel of Destiny. Let's see who the winner is. And Elena Toussaint is our winner. Elena, you better pray that Fabian completes this challenge for you, or else you are not going to be able to get Pastor's Eats and Chipotle delivered to you. So Fabian, Elena is counting on you. So are you ready?
Sometimes prayers don't come.
All right, so let's start. I'm going to be nice, and let's start with the salt and vinegar crickets. Are you ready? I'm going to toss them to you. All right, he looks so excited, guys. I'm pumped.
Wait, okay. First of all, you said I had to eat all of them?
5.
But there's 5 in here, Yasmin.
Perfect! Then that works. All right, Fabian. Thank you for coming. I literally did not know that there was 5 in here,
There's
but that
7.
just worked to my benefit. So
There's 7.
you're gonna open a little baggie.
I know
All
how
right,
to
here, you
open
can
a
pass me the
bag.
box if you want. There we go. I caught it.
I think I was gonna say the real challenge is opening them, but they open really easy.
Alrighty. Can you just grab one so we can just see how disgusting that is?
Kind of looks like Jake if you look at it.
Crusty. Literally nasty. All right,
Yep.
you have to eat them all at once. And then, like, I want you to describe the flavor and the texture.
You're asking for so much for a cricket, right?
All right, go. 3, 2,
Chill.
1.
Chill.
Bro, hurry up. Oh, that is haney. How's the flavor? Does it actually taste like salt and vinegar?
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, is it good? Does it taste like chicken? Does it taste like what you think? Did you think that a cricket would taste like that?
Yeah, and cricket tastes like chicken, Yasmin.
Tastes like chicken?
No! It tastes, what was that package?
That was salt and vinegar.
It tastes like some vinegar.
Okay, ready? Sour cream and onion. Elena, hold on tight. We are really gonna see if you're gonna win that Chipotle. Okay, sour cream and onion.
Can I get like a palate cleanser?
Yeah, nope. Boo! You gotta eat it all.
No.
No.
Should be quiet. When's the last time you ever done anything, huh?
All right, all at once.
You know, I don't think I appreciate Elena this much.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Elena, Fabian really loves you because he's doing this for you. So no, he wants you to win, but he has like 10 more crickets to go.
Like his leg in my teeth. Dude,
Go.
are we this low like on content? Can we do something else?
Go, Fabian, you're taking days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Fabian, I'm gonna be nice, and you have to eat 4 of them, but I'll eat 1. I'll eat 1.
Wow, you that's disgusting. Oh
Okay,
my-
this one's the worst one that I chose to volunteer. Actually, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, maybe just one.
That's disgusting.
Y'all, I cannot stand crickets. Like with all.
Smells like
I don't
Jake's
even want
breath.
to touch it. Guys, I really can't. Okay. I can't do it, baby.
Yasmin, you're only eating one. Just like.
The eyes are so disgusting. Okay.
This is disgusting.
Okay, ready?
No.
It really went in my hair. Okay.
Oh wow, you're so grateful. I'm so. Can you? let me.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, yeah?
That's really disgusting. I need. Oh my god. Oh.
Dude, this smells like.
Oh my
Jake
gosh, I really need.
bad.
I need a mint. Oh my god.
All right.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Wait, this one's alive.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I'm sweating. Oh. Okay.
Oh my god. Dude, this tastes like armpits.
I'm literally sweating. Okay. Well, Elena. Yeah, mint. Oh, y'all. That bacon and cheese one.
Oh, the bacon
Crusty.
Yeah, like she has.
Crusty. Okay. Well, guys, now that I have that mint in my mouth, and I probably will throw up once I get off this camera, I hope you guys enjoyed the service. Elena, be excited because your pastor will be bringing Chipotle to you. So make sure you send your address in our direct message and our United.MSM Instagram page, and we will deliver your Chipotle to you. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for enjoying us torturing ourselves eating these crickets. And
why do you say ourselves? You
enjoy the rest of the service.
I can't believe that Faven ate like 25 crickets and Yasmin ate one, but she was like, I need a mint, I'm gonna throw up. So we now know who has a weak stomach. But now we are getting into the message. Wait, before we get into the message, we're actually gonna be doing a scare challenge. So we actually recruited students and parents to scare someone in their family. So look at this montage of people getting scared.
How dare you?
I once had a middle schooler come up to me, and in a moment of extreme vulnerability, she asked me a question. She kind of leaned in. She said, Jake, I'm having a really hard time with Jesus right now. I mean, why should I follow Jesus if there are so many other religions out there? You know, and I wanted to respond with like the best pastor answer that I could find. And I kind of responded with, I don't know. Let me get back to you. Because if I'm going to be honest, I've struggled with the same question too. And I'm guessing you in your bed right now, on your dining room table, watching on the TV, YouTube, you are struggling with the exact same question. Why follow Jesus when there are so many other religions out there? I mean, think about it. You got Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhists, let's see, what else? Hinduism. And those are just some of the major religions, let alone the minor religions. So what do we do when we don't really know if Jesus is the answer? So honestly, in the next 8 minutes, I just hope to respond to that 8th grade girl who asked me that question. And I hope this response is good. So let's get into it. Well, when you talk about religion, we need to actually define it when we talk about it. So when you talk about religion, it means this. It's an observance of a set of a moral code, right? In hopes to get some type of spiritual benefit in the future, right? So for people in Islam, the goal for them is to reach the stage and where they're in paradise forever with Allah. Or for Buddhists, is to reach the stage of nirvana. And for Christians, it's to get to Jesus, right? So imagine you have this huge mountain right in front of you, and you're climbing up the mountain to earn the spiritual benefit in the future. And it sounds easy, right? All you have to do is climb the mountain. Except for we have one huge problem with this metaphor of a mountain, and it's this. What about sin? What do we do with sin? I remember there's this one time in 8th grade where, I wasn't a bad communicator as a kid. Back in my day, I feel like I'm talking like it was 40 years ago when it really was just like 10 years ago. And I prayed in front of my youth group, and it was this big, beautiful, audacious prayer. And afterwards, people came up to me and said, Jake, you are just so close to God. Your relationship with God must be so intimate. I'm like, what can I say? But then the next day, I was with my cousin in the drive area. I remember exactly where it was. And my cousin was talking a lot. And in a moment of just anger where I don't even know where it came from, I just yelled out, "Shut up, idiot!" And in that moment, my uncle actually heard me. And he heard me and he said, "Jake, go inside the house." And I respected my uncle so much. I loved my cousin. And I couldn't imagine that same guy just the day before who had this amazing prayer was the same guy who was straight disrespecting one of my closest friends. What about sin? I felt so unworthy. It's almost like I'm climbing this mountain, right? This metaphor of this mountain to get to Jesus. Everything was great. And then I tripped over a rock and I just kept falling down and down and down, or like someone falling down the stairs. That's how I felt. And that's the problem with religion in the first place, right? That at some point you're gonna sin, you're gonna mess up, and you're probably never going to reach the top of the mountain. So what do we do there? When almost every religion seems like it's not worth it. Well, today I'm hoping to convince you right now that Jesus might be a little bit different. But as we do it, I actually want you to watch this testimony of a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine who's an 8th grader named Emily, and she talks about her feeling of unworthiness.
Hi, my name is Emily Friesen. I am 13 years old. I go to EastLake Middle School, and I am on the Aux Club serve team. I had a really bad relationship with myself, like self-loathing, etc. I really just looked in the mirror and saw like unworthy, and that was really hard for me, definitely. I felt a shift in the time where I went to church camp for the 3rd time, I think, and I really just came with an open heart, wanting to experience Jesus for who he is and have him experience who I am. And I really just felt a relationship grow at church camp.
I loved that part of Emily's story when she just felt unworthy. And I felt the same thing. So in order to answer this question, what do we do? How does Jesus separate himself from all the other religions? We need to look at the Bible. Now, I want to look at a friend of Jesus. His name was John. John followed Jesus literally everywhere he went. When he did YouTube videos, he watched him. When he went to go play Fortnite, he watched him. When he went on the red carpet for his next sermon, he was there. And John was very close to Jesus. After Jesus ascended up to heaven, John actually wrote a book about Jesus, chronicling his story with Jesus. And for John, there's this moment in the early book where he realized, oh my gosh, I get it now. And I want to read to you that moment of epiphany for John about Jesus. He said this is John 1:14. So the Word, which is another name for Jesus, of God became human and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the Father's one and only Son. So what does separate Jesus from all the other religions? Let's go back to that mountain metaphor. You're climbing the mountain and Jesus is at the top of the mountain. You want to get there. And the reason why we want to get to Jesus is because we believe that once you are close with Jesus, that's the best life that you could live. So you're climbing up the mountain, you got your backpack on, you got your water through your backpack that you're sipping, doing your thing as you're climbing the mountain. Then you fall down because you're sinning, you're making mistakes. But here's what separates Jesus from all of the other religions. This is where this mountain metaphor is completely shattered. And this is what Jesus did that was so unprecedented. He came down. He came down. He came down from the top of the mountain to meet you where you are at. You know, God's not waiting until we are perfect. He's waiting until we participate. And once we say, yeah, we're climbing up the mountain, God is gonna meet us anywhere on the mountain, whether we're at the bottom or where we are at the top. You know, I love that line where it says that Jesus made his home among us. For me, the place that I feel the most at home is a cabin in Maine. You know, and I was born and raised in Maine, and my grandparents owned this cabin, and this cabin, I swear, I was like shirtless at least 2 straight weeks of every summer as a kid because we didn't need to put on shirts. And we were swimming, 4th of July, hot dogs, you know, s'mores, you name it, we had it. And that's the place I feel the most home. So for me to imagine this God who's at the top, the pinnacle of this mountain, the God who curated the mountains, the rivers, the sea, Pluto, even though it's not a planet anymore, that same God who says, Jake, I'm gonna meet you at that cabin in Maine. For me, is like, I wanna follow that God. Like, what other God is there to follow than the one who will meet us where we are at? I mean, if everyone's trying to reach God or if everyone trying to reach God up the mountain is religion, then our Jesus coming down the mountain is a relationship. So here's the thing. I want to watch the end of Emily's video where she talks about meeting Jesus and God meeting her where she is at. Go ahead and watch the rest.
My life has changed since growing a relationship with Jesus because I found what he calls me, and when I look in the mirror now, I see someone who is loved and valued, not only by my friends, but by God. And even though I'm still not fully 100%, I've learned that it's okay not to be okay because Jesus is my backbone. If this is your first time and you felt the way I felt, or anything of the sort, I just want to say come here with an open heart because Christ can definitely heal you. And though it might not be what you hoped for, it's definitely something you need.
I want you, just like Emily, to choose to be with a God who is with you. So if you are a member at EastLake, basically, if you watch these YouTube videos often, even though this is the first one, so I guess no one's really that committed, but if you've seen me before, maybe a challenge for you is during this new summer, maybe you're gonna decide to recommit your life to Jesus. If you are gonna decide, yeah, that God who started from the top of the mountain, who's actually gonna come down to me, be where I'm at, that God, I don't mind following for the rest of my life. I would love if you actually texted New Start to the number 67076. And that way we're actually able to record it because we love watching and seeing all the people who decide to start their new life with Jesus. You know, as we end here, when we're talking about this idea of starting over with Jesus, I hope the answer to the question is good for you. I hope that you're realizing that Jesus coming down the mountain is what separates him from all the other religions. We would actually say that Christianity is not really a religion in the first place. Christianity is a relationship. So we're actually gonna sing a song now, which is so dope. And my wife actually sings a song, so just FYI. Anyways, so that's not the point. The point is this. As we're singing this last song, I hope that you would say, yes, I will follow Jesus with my whole entire life, texting New Start to that number 67076. But here's one thing I want you to do. If you have a phone, if you're watching this YouTube channel, I want you to put that phone down for a second. Or if you're watching it on the TV, I want you to put the remote down, and I want you to do this. I want you to open up your hands as a posture of openness to what God might have for you during this last song. This last song is called Yes, I Will. And during this song, I hope it will be a moment of reflection. You don't have to sing along if you don't want to. You don't have to close your eyes. You can do whatever the heck you want. Nobody's watching. But I want to challenge you to open up your hands like this. It's a posture of openness for what God might have for you during this last song. And at any point during the song, yes, I will. If you're going to decide, yeah, I'm going to start my new life with Jesus, or if I'm going to recommit my life to Jesus, I want you to text that number 67076 and text New Start to that number. I hope this message was amazing, and I'll see you right after this song.
I count on one thing. The same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now. In the waiting, the same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will. Yes, I will bless your name. I count on one thing. The same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now. In the waiting, the same God who's never late is working all things out. He's working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Oh yes, I will, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. And nothing can stand against, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. And nothing can stand against, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Yes, I will.
Alrighty, guys, this is the moment that you have all been waiting for.
Yeah,
My
it
name
is.
Boy, don't interrupt me all crazy. My name is Yasmin,
My name's Flavor Flav on the mic.
Flava Fave, and we are
Yeah.
about to get into our challenge. Are you ready?
Yeah, I
So
am.
the way that this is going to work is that we are each going to have a balloon in our mouths.
That's right.
And the way that we are going to win is that we are going to blow it up at the same time, and whoever the balloon pops in their face first
Yeah.
wins the game.
Explosion.
Are you ready, Fabian?
Uh-huh.
All right. And your mark. Get set.
All right.
Go. I can't breathe. How are you not passing?
I'm so scared.
I'm scared.
Oh I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh, what in the world?
I want to go home.
Alrighty, guys. So that was a challenge. Fabian clearly won. Well, oh gosh. Fabian clearly won. I'm clearly the loser here. My lungs are not as strong. But just wait, because in a few weeks we're going to do another challenge together, and I will win. I'm still going to win.
How does second taste like?
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today for our service. Don't forget that next week you can tune into our next video at 5:30 p.m. right here on the Students United YouTube channel.
Yeah.
See you later.
Deuces.